Welcome to another session from LearnReason.com. My name is Matt. This video is sponsored by HDRefills.com. Hear and feel the difference. Go check them out. You'll be glad you did. Okay, here we go. This is part 17 in our Learn How to Mix video series. And we're going to work on the vocals here and the last vocal samples here to finish out going through every single track. And we're going to listen to it, and we'll do some EQing and maybe a little compression and make a little sub mix here with the vocal twos here. And that should be about it. But let's see how we're going to go about it. So let's listen to this.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you. Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long.
Okay, he's got this send level automation here, which is kind of cool. I like that. And one thing that I had to move over from the old Reason file, the old mixer, and the old sends was this specific chorus. So I'm going to put that on because he had that on. So I'm going to put that on. Listen to what this chorus does. This was his effect. I just moved it over into the SSL mixer.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you.
That's with it off. On.
When I'm with you. Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long.
I really like that effect. And if you remember, we'll go over here to the sends. These are all the sends, and all I had to do, I just took them from the mixer, the old the 14-channel mixer, and put them up here into the SSL mixer. That's all I had to do. No big deal. And okay, so let's listen to this and I want to bring a little air to the vocal here on the lead vocal. So we'll go in here and we're looping here. Let's bring our loop point over here so we're not have to sit here and listen too long between loops.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you. Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long. Every street I walk.
All I wanted to do was just take off a little of the low end there. No reason to have her voice, anything going down that low. And I just cut out a little at, 127. And I bumped it up a little around 7K and added a little air, at 20, about 3 dB of air. That's all. And it just adds a little. It's there. It's subtle, and it just gives it that extra little air in the vocal, which I like. And again, it's up to you what you like, but I'm trying to give the vocal its own little space. That's all.
Walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun in the rain when I'm with you.
You hear that? That's what I don't like. That little that sound right there, that nasalness of it all.
Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long. Every street I walk on becomes.
So I just take out a little of that. I'm taking out, a little, maybe not even 2 dB of it, around 120, around there. And then I'm just adding in a little 7K. So let's move that around so you can hear the difference.
Lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you. whenever you're gone, days are long.
And then I'm just adding a shelve here. That's a shelve EQ. And I'm raising it up, you know, maybe 3 dB to give it a little air.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you. Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long.
It's a subtle EQ, but it makes a difference. So, and all I have is the limiter on the compressor. I'm not really doing much compression. I just want the level here, that's all.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm...
And we might take a little of this out.
I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you.
I'll mess with this when we're really getting into the final levels of everything. I'll be going to all the send levels and everything, but yeah, we'll tweak that down a little bit. So I like that EQ. And next we'll work on the vocal twos. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to route this to its own little bus. And we'll call this Vox to bus. And let's keep the colors going here. Was that orange? And let's make this a different color just so we know. Make it blue over here. There you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to pan these guys off a little to the left and a little to the right. Give them a little space because we got a lot of stuff going on in the middle with our bass and some of the other elements. So let's listen to this. And what you can do is just grab this, press P. So get a little, maybe a little. It's good to have a little space between. Let me see here. Let's switch this out to force. You know, so you can go into what you're listening to here. So I'll take off the panning. Just give them a little space off into the, right, left. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little EQ on this. So let's listen, look at this. Put a band pass. like that. We gave the two vocal twos a little space off to the right and left, and added in a little EQ. And I don't think it needs any compression, but we can try it. There's nothing wrong with trying it. You never know what the compressor can do to a sound, listening to it. So why not give it a shot? Kind of like the compressor on there, just a little. Yeah, gives it a little presence. I like that. Okay, so, pretty easy here. We've been doing this for many, many tracks, so it should be getting really common with you, watching me do this. And, once you start doing this yourself, and it's just a system, you go through each track, and you give it its space. That's all I'm doing. And it's the same thing over and over and over. And pretty soon you can just fly through stuff, and you get your ears trained, and it just starts working for you. You start hearing everything, and you can go to an EQ or a compressor, or this certain element would be great panned a certain way, and it starts becoming commonplace to you. So let's move on to the samples here. And what do we got going on here?
Less than a minute remains the countdown. Less than a minute remains the countdown.
Let's select this and see, I just press the P right there. That's all I'm doing. Select what you want, press P, and it will just automatically loop it.
Less than a minute remains the countdown. 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 Less than a minute remains the countdown.
Just by adding in a little at 1.3 kilohertz there, adding about 2.5 dB of gain, it really helps the vocal stand out. Listen to it. Let's get this. Let's just.
Less than a minute remains the countdown. Less than a minute remains the countdown. Less than a minute remains the countdown. Less than a minute remains the countdown.
It makes a difference. I like it. So, and the compressor's not on. Let's listen to that. Why not? Here we go.
Less than a minute remains the countdown. 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 Less than a minute remains the countdown.
Do you hear how when I put the compressor on, it just gives it a little definition? This compressor is actually extremely good. It's the magic compressor of the SSL.
Less than a minute remains the countdown. Less than a minute remains the countdown.
Yeah, I'm just going to put the compressor on and leave it at its default setting. Just because it makes it, it gives it that special oomph. Okay, I think that does it for this video. We've got the vocals all done, and they sound pretty good. Had to do a little EQing, add a little compression. We added in a little bus for our vocal twos, add a little panning, and added in the chorus effect that the originator of this song put in there, which I think sounds awesome. So in our next video, what we're going to do is we're going to start getting all our levels precisely the way we want them, and we'll be doing some automation and moving into the next phase of mixing. So remember, everything here at LearnReason.com is free. So the way you can give back is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. You take care.
The world is all around.